My name is Karl Deutsch. I'm a graphic designer, and this segment is on how to create a newspaper ad.
Setting up the overall look of the ad, you kind of want to keep margins in mind. Here we have, an eighth of an inch margin probably, and see how everything sort of lines up on these sides. As I draw in guides, they're all pretty well lined up. So if you have things that are all kind of out of order and jumbled around, that helps sort of throw the cleanness of the ad off a little bit and sort of turns people off. So one way to create this, to get this edge of the A and edge of the S and edge of the C and edge of the L to line up just right, is, let me just hide this layer and get rid of that. I'm going to go ahead and type that in. This layer really quickly. Liberty Plaza concerts. Select all of that, and I believe that was Rosewood that I used. So as you punch in the font for this, just punch in RO and it brings you to Rockwell, which is pretty close. Bring that down to Rosewood, fill, and there I have it. I'm going to use my Shift Command key, blow this up a little, that's probably big enough, and blow concerts up even larger. I'm going to bring that up a little tighter with the leading, a little tighter yet. And a quick way to be sure that these line up is in your paragraph, just justify all the lines. And make that box a little bigger. Now that's pretty close. From here, you just play with your kerning, which is right down in this palette, in your character palette. And you kind of bump it up a little bit. You may have to actually turn that justification off. Sometimes the justification works great. Sometimes you have to do it manually. So as you can see, it's getting pretty close. So then you just kind of tweak this a little. It's kind of a lot of back and forth. The key is to get those things to line up nicely. Lining up all the elements in any good design, advertising or newsletters or whatever it might be, just helps clean up the ad a lot. So organization to sort of finish off the squares and align everything up nicely. It makes it look like a little more cohesive design. So any ad without an image generally can be a pretty boring ad. So in this case, to add the image to this ad, Liberty Plaza, it has this sort of sculpture. It's kind of a sculpture fountain, I think. So I thought it'd be interesting to put an image of that sculpture in that I created. It was a simple illustration. So I have a box drawn in here for the image to be placed, and I want the image to bleed outside the edges of the ad. So you'll see there's the edge of the ad, and here's the box that I created for it. And I'll just show you quickly how to create that box. Either one of these tools will work. So I'll draw that in, make it a little bigger than the ad itself. I don't want any kind of a stroke on that, so I'm going to turn that off. There's no stroke on it. And Command D is your place keyboard shortcut, or you can go up to File, Place, and then just find your image. So in this case, it is stones, black and white, no floor. So there's my image, but it placed it kind of off to the side. So I want to bring that into the page a little bit, but I want, like I said, these stones to sort of bleed off the edge a little bit, but it's not quite big enough. So using my direct select tool here, click in there and you see you get the hand. You can move it around or make it larger. And if you want to use more subtle nudging, just use your arrow keys and slide it right into place. Now I want to line the top of this up with the top of Friday.
My name is Karl Deutsch. I'm a graphic designer, and that segment was on how to create a newspaper ad.